A very big warm welcome to you right here on the show. The name is Prince Mr. OG to you. You're watching OG Media TV, and this is where it all happens. Mdasakaya, creativity meeting purpose and purpose meeting healing. This is it. Thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do make sure you like and you subscribe and you help us grow the channel, because we bring you the best quality of work and rather also beautiful storytelling. And the more you like and the more you subscribe, the more we can go out there and keep pushing the channel. Nonetheless, let's get into the show. This week we have a beautiful conversation with two people who I think whom you're gonna like. One is a veteran actor, and his IMDb crosses everything you want to meet. One of the favorite movies, or rather telenovelas in South Africa, Ugqibeka the Empire. It's put Anele Madoti. Without further ado, it's time for Street Talks and Things, and please do enjoy the conversation.
Yeah.
And of course, right next to me, if you don't know him, come on, dude, where have you been? It is the one and only Brace. I wish I could call you that. It's Brace, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Wow.
But how are you doing?
No, fantastic. Thank you very much, man. It's been a lovely day. How are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you, especially like you being here, you
so much.
giving us so much wisdom and so much clarification on the craft and the workshop. It's a blessing to have you here.
Thank you so much. Really nice to be here. Good way to spend a Sunday.
Yeah. Bryce, let's get into it. I feel like everyone wants to be on screen. Everyone wants these things, and like on your end, as a writer, as a director, as an actor, as a producer, as a creative at heart, what's the most important thing for people to understand and realize about attending workshops to keep on training that artistic muscle?
First of all, I think these workshops create a sense of community. We start getting to know who's in the industry with us. We start getting to know who the people in positions of leadership are within the industry, and we get to learn the hierarchy of the industry. And then through that, we start learning who to trust. And then after that, I think we start working on the nitty-gritties of the craft. We start understanding what do they do? What does the director do? What does the actor do? What does the writer do? What does the producer do? And then we move to understanding that we're an ensemble, we're a team, and our job is not to let each other down. All of our names are on that screen, right?
Yeah.
When the credits roll, all of our names are there, and each and every single one of us have to be proud of the fact that our names are on that screen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That's powerful. That's very precise.
Yeah.
That's dynamic. That's incredible.
We live for each other, basically.
Yeah. That's crazy. And a lot of people don't even think about that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because everyone just wants the script and just, you know what I'm saying? Just want to be famous, right? And speaking on that, why is the, I know, but like I want to hear from you the main reason that you always teach your students, like if you're doing it for the fame, then leave. You're doing it for the wrong reason. Why is it that for someone who doesn't get it, for someone who just it doesn't click for them? Why?
Like if you watch Rassie Erasmus, coach of the Springboks, in Chasing the Sun, like when him and his team, when they speak about the whole thing, the why, they work to try and understand what their why is. The fame and the fortune, if there is fortune, comes after the why. So what is the why? The why is to create quality content, quality product that we all, when the credits roll, we are proud, right? And then the fame and the fortune for me is kind of the difficult part, because it then means that people want a piece of you. Like, you've got to take photographs all the time. You when you walk into the mall, you're going there to shop, but you know that on your way to buying your groceries, you're gonna have to take a lot of photographs. That's fame, right? On your way out to your car, you're gonna have to take a lot of photographs, sign autographs. You then have to give a little bit of yourself to the people that watch you, right? And maybe all you want to do on a Saturday, like on a Sunday afternoon, is just go shop and go home and go to sleep so you can work on Monday. So the fame isn't necessarily the coolest part of what we're doing. The coolest part of what we're doing is being on set, being cocooned, being protected, and getting to do what it is that we think we love. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Thank you. And why is it for you? Okay, rather instead, what's the best? Because you give a little piece of yourself to people, right? What's the best thing that you enjoy when you come to communities like this and you're able to feed that knowledge to, or impart the knowledge to people that really didn't know that they need it? Because sometimes you can be Gussie trained or theatrically trained or all of these things, but then you need someone who's practically doing, who is seasoned, to tell you some of the tools and tricks of the trade. What's the best thing about you that you enjoy? You're like, I met this lovely kid today, and my gosh, and then the community.
I think for me, I think that's a very good question. I think for me, the wonder is just how much talent black people have.
Yeah.
Like that's the wonder. Like case in point, and it's got nothing to do with acting. I went to Alex to run the Alex 10 the other day, and running that race, you can feel the talent that exists within Alex. You don't need to see people performing. You don't need to do. You can just feel that there's a tangible energy of people who, if given opportunity, can actually do stuff, and that's exciting. It's the same thing when you walk into a workshop space. There is a very tangible, like, sense of ability.
Yeah.
And if honed, can turn into magic.
Yeah.
Like diamonds in the rough, like stuff.
Sure. You are a very intellectual, smart and talented, I want to say young man. Old dab, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you for spending time with us and being in this space. Where can people get you, and where to now from here?
Check everything Anele.Matoti on socials. Where to from here? Like the path is not mine, it's God's, you know. Like it's a gift that's given to me by God, and I know and I trust that God will never steer me wrong, you know. That's all I can say. I mean, I can't tell you anything else. There's a lot of work that's been done and is being done, but I signed NDAs, so I can't really tell you what I'm doing. I can only tell you that God has got my back.
Sure.
And I can also only tell you that I'm not going away.
Yes.
Because God's got my back.
I told you.
And we'll see each other on the TV screen, I think. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much. I want to ask you, what do you want to be remembered for before I let you go?
What do I want to be remembered for? I want to be remembered for creating like moving characters, man. Characters that people relate to. Characters that trigger people. Stories that make people like listen and sit up, because I honestly think, like, as a collective, black people are always on the back foot, and it's easy to call us lazy, it's easy to call us like all sorts of names, but we come from socio-political like disadvantages that have put us on back foot. And I think storytelling.
Oh yes, you've heard it right here on the show, Dasekaya. I hope you enjoyed that conversation, and if you did, please, once more, like, subscribe, smash that subscription button, and help grow the show. And who knows, you might be here on the show, or rather we can get someone that you know and you want to write here on the show, and they could say yes and I agree. Coming up next is a beautiful artist that we hardly ever see on screen, but see on the credits. We head out rather all the way to Black Brain Pictures, beautiful set that they have, and we visit them on Isita season 3, and we speak to the head of department who is doing wardrobe and is helping build the life of Isita. If you don't know how they build it or who builds the set on these films to make it realistic, yes, now is the time to find out. Let's head out there one more time and talk to them once more. Please do enjoy this upcoming conversation because it has blown my mind. A very good warm welcome right here on the set of Isita as we unpack the life, the story, and the behind the scenes of what it is and what it takes to create such phenomenon in the creative industry and specifically film. Right here next to me, I am so blessed to have a guest on the show who is the HOD building sets, who is going to let us know because I don't know. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you for joining us today. Please introduce yourself, tell us who you are, and when we see the names on our screens, the credit, now we get to see the name and attach it with the face. Thank you so much.
Hello, everybody. My name is Katlego Kotsane, and I am the HOD of the art department for Isita season 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, what I do is prep the sets, create the look and feel that they're looking for, or as we read, I basically put my vision into reality and hope for the best.
Yeah, and like, what's that like, and how's that like? Because in my head, I've seen all the sets you guys built, incredible, and I'm thinking to myself, at what point did you guys just get to that? You know, like what's the process like of having to being able to see the script and then just, because I'm sure it's not easy, and then just tackle it and make it look as realistic as this and as beautiful like this?
Well, honestly, it's not easy at all, because then we all have our own ideas as to what it could be. When you read the script, it would tell you that, okay, for instance, there's a funeral parlor coming up, and now you have to start doing your research. You need to start going to locations, funeral parlors rather, to Ricky and see how it looks, differentiate between one and the other, you know, and then put that into one. And when we come together, everyone has their own ideas and everything is scattered everywhere, but at the end of the day, we need to come together and have one idea, and that mood board that has the look and feel gives us the final decision as to what we're going to implement.
What's your favorite set that you've built been like, and how's that made you grow in a sense, like, oh my soul, oh my gosh, I know I'm the HOD and I know I can do it, but when we actually had the specific task, because the movie or the series is going, and I didn't think I could do it, and I'm so proud that we actually like got to this place, and I can't believe it.
Yeah, I think because, so I'll take it back to my background, right? I've never experienced a background of like RDPs and all, not RDPs, like shacks and all that. Yeah. And it was a challenge for me to try and relate to that. It was, okay, this is how a shack looks inside and all that. And when we were given a task that we need to build shacks, it was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Like, I do not know what a shack I know what a shack looks like, but the reality inside of a shack is something
of building it.
Yes, it's something totally new to me. So that was a very heavy mountain to cross, but obviously because I don't work alone, I have a team that helps me and does everything. We do everything together. we brought it together and it happened. And then everything after that, grew into it. The RDP, the church, and now we're building a funeral parlor, which I'm super excited for. I'm stoked. Yeah. Can't wait to see how it looks.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's crazy. Like, that's actually like insane. You know what? While you were talking and you were like unpacking the world, I'm thinking to myself, what did your parents think about all of this when you started out, and how has the level and progression of success been at home, and the reactions when you're like, wow, look, I did that, or I am leading that team, and so forth and so on?
Well, my parents, for one, I can say they were very supportive of my career choice. Wow. I actually started off as after matric, I relocated to Canada, and I studied musical theatre there. Then I came back to South Africa, and I then went to UP, and then I went to AVDA and did film and television, and then I'm here now. So they've been very supportive. Like, at no point in time did I feel as though that they're not supporting my career choice. They do not understand it at all. They do not get it. They're not even...
And they're not supposed to get it.
Yeah, of course, man.
At this point.
They're more corporate and I'm just more creative. Wow. And surprisingly, I'm the first in my family to go out of the corporate world. They're like, everyone is just like, hey, guys, are you sure is this gonna work? And I'm like, listen, I'm gonna make this work. You guys need to wait and see. But now obviously they're all happy. They're like, oh my god, okay, you actually doing it, and it's not easy. I won't lie, it really isn't easy. But day by day, step by step, we get there.
That's so incredible. And that means you like the artistic one in the family. How does it feel as a creative, specifically like as an artist, to be able to, because it's very difficult when you are an artistic child or when you have an artistic calling, right? And you mentioned you were doing musical theater at one point, and how do you find yourself? How do you navigate? Because I know as as artists, especially in that field, when you start in theater first, you want to dance, you want to sing, you want to do music, and then life breaks you apart and you want to hold on to one niche, but then life is pushing you and driving you this way. And I know when you're probably young, you didn't actually think you'd be driving the set of one of the biggest shows in the country, and you're literally the queen. So tell me about the artistic journey and the difficulties of it, and how one can navigate it in a sense, and try to trust and have faith in that passion and in that goal and in that drive to be able to then sit here today and be like, oh my gosh, this is actually true. Take me to the process.
So for me, it started at a very young age, right? I fell in love with musical theater, with music, drama, dancing, way in primary, and growing up into it, I did not have any other interests but that. And unfortunately, in schools, like not all schools favor that side of art that much. But luckily the school I was in, there was drama, there was music, but there wasn't dance at all. So how that helped was, my junior phase and high school phase really built me to then stand tall and be like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it work. And obviously back then, but musical theater doesn't have money. Theater doesn't have money. It's not about the money right now. I'm going to push, and one day my hard work will pay off, right? Then how I deviated from musical, but it doesn't feel like I deviated. I'm still within the industry, and I've always told myself that I want to be
somewhere in between.
Not even somewhere in between. I want to be, a jack of all trades in this industry. I want to be the singer. I want to be the dancer. I want to be the actress. I want to be the producer. I want to be the director.
You want it all.
I want it all, and I will have it all. Like, that is one thing. I now always keep on telling myself, keep on keeping on. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what has been driving me to always do what I need to do, and that's the motto and values and everything that has put me to this day. It's those words.
Yeah. what would you say to your younger self right now, who is probably watching you on a TV screen right now, who's just like, oh my gosh, that's me?
I would say, baby girl, look at you, man. Look at you, girl. You know, I would definitely be like, I am proud of you. I am proud of the woman that you've become. It wasn't easy. There was a lot of backlash. There will always be backlash, and I think if you carry yourself well and always tell yourself that you don't care to be liked by people, not everyone's going to be your cup of tea, unfortunately. And in this industry, it's very feisty. It's very everyone is
growling
for their own stuff, you know. But your hunger, your determination will forever put you at a better place. So younger me, I'd be like looking at me now, I'd be like, "Hey, girl, nah, sharp, Joe."
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh.
Younger Katleho, wherever you're watching, she loves you and she's got you, and she's carrying you, like dragging you wherever she's going. Listen, last but not least, the last question, and what do you want to be remembered for, and where to from here, from this Katleho who is right here, which can't believe she's here at this point?
I would like to be remembered for me, who I truly am. My transparency, my bubbliness, my willingness, my consistency, if that's even that makes sense. Yes. That's what I would like to be remembered for, you know. And everything else after that is just under the umbrella of the things that I've mentioned.